Good morning, and hey, what's up, folks? This is Brian Kuzmar from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Another lovely day out there. I guess one day I'm going to say something that's not a lovely day, but I haven't seen one yet for the last 7 months. And I guess every day that you're above ground and you're living and the people around you are living and healthy, that's a good day. Hey, let's move on to news real quick here and see what's going on. I scanned through news today, different sources. I like Zero Hedge. And by the way, this is an endorsement for Zero Hedge. They get a lot of flack, but you know what? They have a lot of different viewpoints from the left to the right to the middle. It's one of the blogs that I kind of like to go over. It shows a little bit of everything. And then, of course, you can go to the ones that you like, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg's, whatever you like to read. But I found that I had to cancel my Wall Street Journal subscription after 15 years because, man, it just got way too political, number one, to some degree. But it seemed to be more swayed to one side. And on top of that, their headlines. I mean, you didn't have to read the article. All you had to do is read the headline. And the article was just a repeat of the headline over and over and over. Sound bites. They've all come down to sound bites. Anyway, let's move along here. As I said, I do endorse Zero Hedge as a good way to start your morning reading, amongst other things. And hey, share your reading list with me as well down in the comments section. I'd sure like to see what you guys are looking at. I'm going to just kind of go over this. Now, this is, you can read Zero Hedge for free. That's the great thing about it. They have a free service. However, you do have a lot of ads. It does clutter up the screen. I prefer to pay the $1 a day because it's really cheap to get the clutterless screen with no advertising. For me, it was worth it. Let's take a look here. What the news is. GM surges, self-driving, nothing to do with gold, back to the Yellen future. I was going to talk about that article, but you know what? We're going to be talking about Yellen for the next 4 years. So I decided not to. And again, it's really quiet in the gold and silver market right now, and it probably has a lot to do with the inauguration going on tomorrow, confusion everywhere. The paralyzation, it's like this country is paralyzed right now. One side hates the other, and it's just like seething. You can kind of feel it. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Maybe this is the calm before the storm. Maybe it'll stay calm. I don't know. Snowden and Assange, of course, I'm a big fan of these guys. I do think they're heroes. They alerted us to the truth. Let's see if they get Ethereum. I'm sorry. Ethereum, or I think that's how you pronounce it, Ethereum, surges above 1,400. Again, we don't talk about cryptos too much because I don't understand them that well. I know gold very well, and they are apples and oranges, two different markets. So really, I kind of fanned over this. I looked at some other corporate media stuff and didn't really find too much to talk about. So I'm going to move along from here to an even more important subject to us gold and silver people, which is product availability. Currently not available. I'm going to tell you the products that are currently not available. I told you a day or two ago that 1 ounce gold products were seemingly harder and harder to replace, and delays were happening on most of that stuff, getting a little bit longer and longer. Well, Krugerrands are not available at all. So this product, other than a couple that you may see come into your local coin dealer shop, or a few that some dealers may have on hand, there is no large quantity of Krugerrands per se readily available to the public and to other dealers. So Krugerrands, and if you do order them from the South African Mint, they cost as much as the American Eagle. So why would you do that? And probably delayed even longer for the shipping wise. So that is one of the products that's currently not available. Delayed delivery right now. What is on delayed delivery? Well, gold maple leafs are on delayed delivery. If your local dealer does not have them in stock, I think deliveries anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks right now because they're probably picking up a lot of the slack that the Krugerrand had. Remember, the Krugerrand was a much cheaper product, about $30 cheaper per ounce than the American Eagle, and probably about $15 or $20 cheaper than the maple leafs, depending on where you buy them from. So the Krugerrand really was a great deal until they just dried up. There's none available at that cheaper price. So your next two products are going to be maple leafs, which are still cheaper than Eagles by anywhere from $15 to $20, I believe. And your next available product is Gold Eagles, and I really never liked Gold Eagles. I love them. I think it's a great product, but the premiums are way too high on Gold Eagles and Silver Eagles. By the way, I did a video yesterday on why I don't buy Silver Eagles. That'll be up this week, and I think I did a really great visual. You should definitely look out for this video. But here nor there, Gold Eagles are just, the premiums are way high on them. I never advise them to my customers, even though I think it's a beautiful product, and I'm all about buying local, buy American, but when you can buy another product that's the exact same thing for 30 bucks an ounce cheaper, that's significant. Listen, if it was a $10 difference, I'd say, hey, buy the Eagles. Hey, buy American, buy local, keep the money in the country. But in this particular case, Eagles have been way higher than all the other products. Don't ask me why. I think the Eagles should be more competitively priced on as far as premiums go, but they are not. So right now, currently not available, Krugerrands, period. My understanding too, for you silver stackers out there, 1 ounce silver rounds are getting tougher to find. My 90% has kind of dried up a little bit. I think people were starting to catch on when I was telling them that 90% is really a good deal. However, I think some silver products are drying up as well. My only thing that I had for immediate delivery right now is 100-ounce bars, although we do have quite a few Silver Eagles on hand. You know why I have Silver Eagles on hand? Because I hate buying them. I don't like to sell them. They're overpriced in my opinion to some degree. However, at this point, that is going to be pretty much the only thing available pretty soon is Silver Eagles. Again, watch my video that's coming out this week that says why I don't like buying Silver Eagles. And again, delayed deliveries, like I said, are going to be on Maple Leafs and maybe American Eagles. So there might be some other products you can go out there and buy as well, some esoteric products. Always ask your local dealer if he's got something cool that's equivalent to those and a good deal. And as I've always said, where is it? Think, shop, and buy local. Avoid buying online. Keep the money in your town. If you can, go to your local coin dealer or precious metals dealer. Sometimes it's the same. Coin dealers often do precious metals. And see if you can get a competitively priced product to the guys that you're buying online. Go develop a relationship with your local dealer. Hey, tell them, listen, I know it's not a big profit, but here's the money, get me the coins, and I'd rather deal with you locally. And there's nothing wrong with some of the online sellers. Again, my big thing is just keeping that money local if you can. And I believe that with other things too. I just recently closed my business Amazon account. Because, well, a couple things. Amazon's position on free speech by shutting down servers for people kind of unnerved me a little bit. And also, what I talk about buying, so there was two reasons. Buy local. I think Amazon really hurts local businesses, especially in these times right now. I'd rather see the money go locally if possible. And the other thing is their positions on free speech. So I did close my business account. I still have my personal account open. I may close that as well here coming up shortly. I got some things I got to deal with though. And that's why I say buy local, shop local. And where are we going from here? We talked about shortages, delivery delays, Krugerrands, currently not available. And let me see, staffed. Oh, well, I was talking about Amazon, and this ties into it. This is one of the reasons as well why I closed my Amazon account for my business. It had particularly to do with this particular one right here. So, again, not much to talk about. I think the big story here is there are shortages coming up on product. Silver, there is shortages coming up as well. It doesn't make much sense to me. I'll try to figure it out and let you know on my next report. And hey, again, buy local, as I said. Hey, let's move along to spot prices here, because yesterday was a holiday, and let's see what they are right now. I'm going to refresh my screen here and see what's going on here. Well, since it was a holiday yesterday, New York was not closed. So from Friday's opening until today, it looks like New York's up 10 bucks from Friday, 33 cents on silver. And the world spot prices are, let's see, about up a little, no, about the same right now. Well, of course they are. And then 25.16, that's up about 19 cents from yesterday on world prices. So world spot prices are up about $1.78 from yesterday. I have noticed one little trend here. For the last several months, it seems like that the world spot prices were leading the market somewhat. You know, they'd be up in the evening, they'd be up early in the morning, and then New York would climb higher and then fall back a little bit, and then it seemed like the world markets would again open a little bit higher when New York closed, and then lead the market. However, for the last like 2 weeks, it seems like it's just the opposite. World markets have kind of lagged off a little bit, and the New York spot prices seem to be climbing. And then world prices are backed off a little bit. So it seems like New York has been leading as far as the spot prices for the last couple weeks. Again, I'm just going off the top of my head. These are just trends I see because I look at this damn spot price 6,000 times a day, 5 days a week. So you do start to spot trends when you do that every day. My opinion is I think, you know, we could see some monkey hammering in precious metals again, which is not uncommon, especially if trading is really quiet and light, which I think it is on the paper markets. I think the paper markets are very quiet, even though physical gold and silver markets are freaking off the hook. Again, you got 1 ounce gold products, you got silver products that we're starting to get in shortages again. The stuff is selling faster than we can replace it here at my store. I can only imagine what it's like across the rest of the country. But however, my feeling that the price of gold, we're going to continue to see tons of people buying gold and silver right now, physical. You know, that means bars, real bars and coins, not paper, and not, you know, ETFs and such. So that is flying off the shelves, but meanwhile the paper markets seem real quiet. Take a look at it. We've been hovering in this like $20 range for now a couple weeks, it seems like, more or less. And I think we'll continue to hover there, like I said, unless we see some monkey hammering. If you see some monkey hammering, try to buy some, you know, go in and buy the dips. That's my suggestion. Meanwhile, I think we're going to have a very interesting and good year for precious metals. That's about it. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in Lauderdale by the Sea. Call us anytime at 954-493-8811 for any kind of product questions that you have or questions you have about spot prices and things. And we're happy to help you out. Again, we're open 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays. That's really about it. And make sure you look for my video this week on why I don't like buying silver eagles. And make sure you hit the like and subscribe button as well if this is the first time you watch this. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Have a great day. And if anything interesting happened today, I'll do a second report. If not, talk to you tomorrow. Good day.